Hello everybody, welcome back. So in today's video, I am just going to be playing with some makeup that I found in my stash and talk about why I haven't filmed in about like 3 weeks, maybe a month, in that time frame. As you can see, I have a different setup. This is the most permanent setup that I'm going to have thus far. This is permanent. This is stuck to the wall, pretty screwed in, about 4 different screws. And I just wanted to get back on here after everything was moved around. My whole house and living area, living space is different. And in the next video, not in this one, but in the next video, there will be a tour of this area. Maybe not so much like a makeup collection, but like makeup space tour. So I already have my foundation on. I used these two from my non-cruelty-free Shop My Stash. These are Rimmel Long Lasting 24-Hour Breathable Foundation, and then I used L'Oreal True Match. These are both non-cruelty-free, but I'm just trying to use them up in my like project pan. So I pulled some things that I have and I haven't used yet, or I kind of forgot about and stuff like that. So I just thought we would play with that stuff. The stuff that I pulled is kind of perfect for this time of year and this weather. So I thought that would be really fun. So I have a little bit of powder on, but not so much on my cheeks. So I'm going to put on this Power Glow highlighter from e.l.f. And I bought this, but I don't believe I've ever used it. And mine is in the shade Gold. But I feel like it's like so perfect because it's kind of crisp outside. I put like the tiniest bit on there on my sponge, and I'm just going to pounce this here on my cheek, maybe bronze it up a bit, and then later I'll go over it with a little bit of a lighter highlighter, make it see. Let's zoom in just a tinge and then we'll zoom out towards the end. It's not too bad. It's kind of a subtle gold. I mean, you have to kind of be in the right light for it, but that's not too bad. I don't hate it. I actually kind of like the way that looks. Okay, so I don't have any eye primer on right now because I'm going to use a shadow stick from Mali, and this is a color eyeshadow stick extra, and this is in the shade Burnished Bronze. So I'm gonna take this and kind of put it here on the outer corner a little bit and kind of smudge it through there. So one at a time. I just kind of have like a stiff dome brush for this. I don't really have a plan. I just kind of pulled some stuff that I thought would be fun to play with. So kind of like playing with some makeup here. It kind of blended out nicely, but it kind of almost looks like nothing. That was my phone. Got some notifications. Alright, so I'm going to talk about why. So, if you've been with me for a little while, I know I don't have that many subscribers, but for those of you who have been watching me, I have had a couple different setups in the past couple years. The one that I had before, like probably a couple of videos past, like the most, I don't know how to say this, the most frequent background that I had was in a room that was partially unfinished. So it had like some drywall up and stuff, so I just kind of hung like a curtain and made the wall look like it was finished and done, but it wasn't. No. So now that room is finished and my kids, that's their bedroom now. So now the bedroom that my kids were sleeping in is here, and my bed is over there. So this is like the corner of my bedroom. So it kind of just worked out, and then for the time being that we were trying to finish that room, we had like a living room slash, it was like a studio kind of situation, like, so it was like our living room and our bedroom at the same time. Oh, I am taking this Model Co metal eyeshadow trio in my Mykonos. that's that. It just looks like this. So I'm just taking the kind of bronzier shade and smoking it out on the outer corner. So anyway, and so now I'm in the corner of my bedroom, set up, and everything is set up and everything is permanent. Before I had to set everything up and my lights and my camera and my tripod, and I had to just build everything before I could film, and now everything is set up. So it was like really discouraging to kind of film because I always had to really put a lot more effort into it. Not that it wasn't fun once the effort was put into it, but it was just a lot of work, if you know what I mean. Alright, so that is kind of actually looking not too bad. Ooh. There's like a brush hair on my eyelash. Anyway, so yeah, in my next video I will show you this filming setup and what I have going on for my makeup space. It's nothing extravagant, but it really does work for me. I don't need a lot of room to do this. I don't really have extraordinarily a lot of makeup because I do kind of go through it quite frequently, and I don't tend to keep a lot of things that don't have meaning to me, I guess. If stuff doesn't like work for me and it just doesn't sing to me, it doesn't get to hang out in my life very long. Okay. Actually, that looks pretty awesome. So I'm gonna take this highlighter that I have, and I'm gonna use the mirror out of it. Okay. So before I do anything else, I think I'm gonna take this shade. This is a e.l.f. like jelly glitter kind of thing. I don't know if it's meant to go on your eyes, but this is in the shade Rose Gold, and I really think that it looks like it will be fun. I have these jelly highlighters from Almay, and I really like them, and I feel like this is kind of the same texture. So what I'm doing right now is kind of mixing it up a little bit. These things can tend to kind of settle and then like oils come out, and you don't really want to lose a lot of those oils. So I'm just going to... Alright, so I'm taking like a powder, like a paddle brush, putting some on it, and then I'm going to put it on the back of my hand. And then apply this to my lid. Now that I have a more of a, like, I call it more of a permanent setup because I don't have to set anything up, it's really refreshing to know that I don't have to set up a table, and I don't have to set up my lights and my camera tripod and all of those things to make sure that I can film a good quality video. I'm going to start posting more on my second channel. I have one video on there, and I need to really kind of what is that word? I don't know. I need to add more light to that video. It's about my two sons and their difficulties with their disabilities. They're just special needs, and I need to go into that, and I have a lot of videos in my head and everything that I need to go over to talk about to really shine some light on people with disabilities and how special needs kids, the variety of... When you hear someone say special needs, a lot of people go to like bedridden and like wheelchair bound or completely dependent on another person. Now my children are still young, so yes, they are completely dependent on me, but at the same time they do a lot of things as a typical child would and don't really need a lot of help in that sense. So I really just need to add some more light to their story and to really help some other people and parents, and to show people that they're not alone. So that's what my plan is to do with that. And then I want to do something like DIYs over there and kind of stuff like that. Really just kind of highlight my other passions that I have. Okay, so I got that rose gold glitteriness on, and I'm kind of feeling like a sensation on my eye. I don't know. We will see what happens with that. Okay. So before I move on with anything else, I'm just gonna go ahead and highlight and conceal under my my under eye, and I'm just using Flower Beauty L34 Light Concealer. I think it's their only concealer. They have the Light Illusion one. I'm just putting a swipe under there, and I'm just gonna take my sponge, the part that I did not use with the highlighter, and just kind of touch up under my eye here. And then we will go ahead and powder with this. I'm gonna start showing more of the stuff that I have in the project pan that I'm doing, because it is part of that, and it just because it's not cruelty free. So the thing that I'm going to use for setting my under eye is this Revlon Revlon Color Stay Powder. This Revlon is not cruelty free, but I am using it because it's in my project pan. Trying to get rid of some of the products that I have that are not cruelty free. So I will put a link down below for my second channel if you're interested. You're not obligated to go over there, but I'm just for your curiousness if you want to. I actually haven't looked at that video in a little while because it's really a touchy subject for people to talk about their special needs kids, because there's so much unknown and so much ignorance when it comes to that world, and people can get really defensive about it, which I understand in a sense. At the same time, if you are a special needs parent, we should be supporting each other and not tearing each other down. So that's my part of that story. So anyways, before we get on to any more deeper stuff, I'm going to go ahead and take this BH Cosmetics. This is kind of old, so don't come for me. This is a blush duo, and this is in the shade Iris. They're actually really pretty blushes. And this one is actually more of a blush and a blush, like a blush and a blush topper, but some of them come with a blush and a highlighter. So this is the one that I have. I'm going to actually mix these together and apply them. Woohoo, Batman! We are going to have to blend like we never blended before. Holy blush Batman! Oh, we're kind of blended out pretty good. I just need to maybe tone it down when I dip in. Well, geez, I need to start using these again, because man, that is some pigmentation, I'll tell ya. So comment down below if you want me to do, or even like this video, and I will do, after I do the tour, I can do a makeup collection and storage and all that stuff after I do that, and we can see what's happening with the new setup. So if you want to see that, go ahead and let me know, because I'd be more than happy to do that, because I'm excited for the new setup that's happening. So the next highlighter thing I'm going to use is Becca Pearl. I actually got this at Costco of all places, and I was gonna get more, but then I started my no buy, and that's really sucky for me, because this was actually incredibly, it was like an incredible deal. I think it was like $29 for $29 or 19 something. I think it was $19.99 for this. So, and then they had other options, and they had different colors. So I was not mad about that. That was actually a really great steal for me. So now I'm going to take this Lord & Berry. I actually use this all the time. I used to use it all the time. This is in the color Grace, and it's a Diva eyeshadow, and it's kind of like a taupe kind of shade, taupey gray. And I'm just going to smoke out my lower lash line before I do anything else. I'm not sure if I want to do any like eyeliner today, because I have that kind of glitter. I still have to pick my kids up from school. And I'm gonna use glitter shadow. Hey, I'm fun, okay? I'm really glad that I pulled this Lord and Berry shadow because I used to use this so much with every single look that I did because it was like such a great transition shade. So I'm kind of thinking that I want to pull it out. I also need to do an update on my project pan and stuff like that because I haven't made like any significant dents, but I have some thoughts on things, like some really good thoughts. So I'm going to use this Buxom mascara. It just says Matte Buxom mascara. This is the brush if you want to, if you can tell what it is by the brush. It's kind of an interesting brush. It's like skinny and then like flat. You know what's nice? After I took this break, now I'm like coming back and all these things and like juices are flowing and I have so many ideas that I want to do. I feel like if you get burned out, maybe just take a little short break. Clear your brain, clear your mind with all of the things that are there and creating the brain fogs that we have. Just take a break. I did a video a while back, maybe like 2 years ago something, and it was like a Manny chat video and I did my nails and we talked a little bit. Or I talked, really. Normally don't talk while I'm doing my mascara, but I felt like it just felt right today. And I was thinking of bringing that back because I really like doing my nails. And I could talk more about like cruelty-free nail polish and stuff like that. And cruelty-free nail care and stuff that could be helpful because I don't feel like there's a lot of cruelty-free like manicure people or nail polish enthusiasts out there. So I'm thinking of adding that to this channel. So like makeup and nails. How do we feel about that, people? Really, just give me your feedback down below because it would really, really make a difference to know that people want to watch those kinds of things. So if you are watching this, please let me know what you think about these ideas that I'm coming at, that I have. Okay. For my lips, I'm going to take this. This is a Mally. I believe it's Mally. Yeah, Mally. And this is Mally Starburst, like lip glaze. I think it's a glaze. From High Shine Liquid Lipstick. Okay, look at it coming out. It looks super gross. You know what I'm excited to have come back? I've said this before. Lip gloss. I was never a big fan of the liquid lipsticks. Those things were not my, I did not jump on that trend. That was not my bandwagon I wanted to ride on. So I'm really glad that that is coming back. So this is the end of the look. It was really just simple. I really just kind of wanted to have like a simple chill video jumping back into the things so I didn't like overwhelm myself or overwhelm anybody else. So this is what we kind of got. It's kind of like a glittery, maybe fallish, I don't know, kind of look, but I want to zoom out a little bit so that I can show you guys a little bit of the background that I got working with. This is like a shelf that I have behind me. It's rather close, but you know, I only have so much space in a tiny room, and then I just have some little things behind there. So that will be coming up in the next video. This is a sneak peek of my Halloween setup that I'm gonna put out. This is like Oogie Boogie. Oogie Boogie. I'm excited. So that will be coming out. I'm going to decorate this with the holidays, and you can see it's kind of like autumnish. It's got like leaves are falling, autumn is calling, and some little wooden leaves that I made. So yes, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.